another exciting episode of Video Game Bang. Your weekly source for all things video game. Featuring your fearless hosts, Cory Vincent.
I'm pretty much Microsoft and Marvel. The cans are on. It's when ish gets real. People get shot during the day?
And Aaron Carter.
Buy the armor, I equip it, and it's like pink thong. The guy that delivers vending machine items in my job. He can play the right.
Fill up your Mountain Dew and grab your Doritos. It's time for Video Game Bang.
The thirst is real, everybody. I am Sir Aaron Carter, and listening to Sacramento's #1 video game and geek podcast, the Video Game Bangs Weekend Bang, powered by NRG, brought to you by Oblivion Comics and Coffee. Come for the coffee, stay for the comics, and GG Gamer Subs. Get your bump with GG Gamer Subs. Don't forget to go to that website and put in the special secret code VGB to get a percentage off of your next purchase for some GG Gamer Subs. And those sweet flavors like, what is it, Haribo Orange?
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, Harambe Orange.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's too soon, sir.
Is it too soon?
Too soon. The real David Webb's here with me.
What's going on, everybody?
We're going through this fast because
and
Cory
loose.
Vincent is here with me.
Hey, what's up, pizzas?
Emma Skies is here with me.
Hello.
And final show for a long time. We don't know when she's going to be back. Yeah, I don't know when you're going to be back.
I don't know either.
Raierae's here with us, of course.
Hey,
Wow, really enthusiastic.
Wait, why are you going away? What happened?
because I live in the Bay Area.
Yeah, yay area.
She doesn't live here.
You don't travel for the show every time from the Bay Area?
You don't take a 2-hour drive.
2-hour drive there and back. No.
This is
2.5 hour
I mean,
drive
this is
here,
probably
2.5 hour
way
drive
more
back.
exposure from the show than you ever get from posing
Wow.
your Instagram pictures with Emma.
I don't know, but hashtag race guys.
You know she has more followers than I do, right?
Uh-oh.
I could have took a guess. Yeah.
Wow. On Instagram.
There
but
were so many ways I wanted to go with that.
Yeah.
There's a full tree of Bethesda
Yeah.
dialogue.
Yeah, there's a skill tree.
You can see it like reset in his eyes when he picked one.
I feel bad because I just took the layup. Yeah, sometimes we take those.
Yeah.
Can I get some Zenzu beans in chat? Let's start this chat out right.
And of course, the people that make the show happen week in, week out. The chat room. Say hello, chat.
Hello, chat.
What's up, chat? What'd it do?
Yeah, they're all in there. Hopefully, they woke up early and didn't miss the presentation that EA brought out, because we're going to be talking about a lot of that there, and we got a couple of little side stuff for Marvel as well, because I guess Kevin Feige went to some type of convention and he was spewing out all type of news and
You act like he walked in drunk.
I think he did.
Hey!
I think he did with some of the things he was dropping. I think he might have. I'm not 100% sure that he didn't. But I deleted a whole thing. I deleted the whole thing
What
off
are
the
you
notes.
doing?
There goes that story.
Alright, bye then.
Guess we're not going to talk
We're
about
not
that.
talking about Marvel.
Like, second thought, we're not talking about E3 anymore. Guys.
I was literally like, why does it having me say undo? Like, what did I... Oh, all that's gone. Okay. But yeah, E3 happened today, everybody. First day of E3. And EA was up first out of the big announcers.
It's in the game.
Yeah, it's in the game. When you think EA, you think loot boxes, Madden, and Thievery.
Andromeda. Yeah.
And
No.
Sims, of course. You cannot
I think
forget
of
the
Sims.
Sims.
Really?
I grew
Yeah.
up on Sims. I love it. It's great.
I don't
think
I don't
Sims.
think
I do.
Sims when I think EA. I'm not saying that Sims
I
is a
think
bad
Sims
game.
when I think Origin.
I think Maxim.
Yeah.
when
I don't know.
think
I've been playing
Sims.
Sims since the first
Maxim.
one.
Well, wait, no.
No, I know
Maxim?
I know what you're thinking of. It's
Yeah.
like it's got like the green and blue logo.
The original company that
Yeah.
made it.
Okay, yeah.
Maximus. I don't know, chat knows.
Yeah, no,
You think
nobody...
Maxim
yeah.
magazine. You think,
That's what I
how
was
do you
thinking.
play Sims?
You didn't know
I think
the
it was
people who made
Maxis.
Maxim magazine created the Sims?
Maxis,
Wow.
that's
Maxis.
Yeah, it was
That's gonna
Maxis.
get me into
There you
Sims.
Yeah.
Some really smart people over there at Maxim Magazine. The coders and
programmers.
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
They did have the heart-shaped bed for a reason. So.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, they did have that. All right.
Maxis.
The more you know. There you go.
You're on the right track.
No,
you're on the
I
right
was
track.
I was there.
So then
The old men's magazine. You know Maxim still exists, right?
Maxim. Who
Or
reads
do you mean
magazines?
or do you mean a magazine for old men?
That's what he means.
It is a magazine
Yeah.
for old men.
I was
Yeah.
about to say nobody reads magazines. Nobody reads magazines.
I read it for the articles.
Before we get into all that, you guys had a little discussion going on because they showed a trailer for Dead or Alive 6
Whoop, whoop.
that came to a meh to the internet. Except
excited.
hold on. I was gonna say except to one
Except for
lady
me.
who seems to really, really like and enjoy this.
I'm so excited. We're finally getting Dead or Alive 6. Dead or Alive 5 came out a million years ago. I think it was
Wait, is this story about Dead or Alive 6? Wait,
this is not a story.
Did you mean to say Soul Calibur?
Oh!
Because there's no way that anybody actually thinks Dead or Alive is worthy of being the best fighting game.
I enjoy it. It's my
It's the
favorite.
sense of being chat.
It is my favorite.
I
Let
played
me
it
love
once.
things, okay? Let
I
people
just don't
like things.
when you love the wrong things.
This is what's
What
right
you-
for me.
what?
Okay?
That make okay.
I don't like when you love the wrong things because I know you can aspire for better.
No, I've played
Like,
Soul Calibur.
he cares
I've played
about you,
Street
Emma.
Fighter,
I care about
I've
you.
played Tekken, and I prefer Dead or Alive.
You said you played a little bit of Street Fighter. Which one?
I don't know.
Was it
the second
2D
one?
side-scrolling stuff?
No,
That
it was
played
one of the
in an
newer
arcade
ones.
once?
No, it was
They're
one
all
of the newer
2D
ones.
side-scrolling, except for like one.
I mean,
But like I've played them a handful of
Neither
times.
here nor
You know,
there.
go back to what I love. I go back to the
Irregardless.
one I like.
No, so the thing is, I tried to trigger and bait her everywhere I could on the internet.
He did. Oh my god, you posted the same meme like
Everywhere.
17 times.
And then
Oh,
I
was
even
it the Soul Calibur? Or,
No,
there it is.
it was
Yeah, yeah.
it was the Dead or Alive. Is it
Is it
irrelevant?
irrelevant?
Game?
Yeah, I was there for that meme.
Changed
That
my
was great.
mind, and I'm
So-
like, why the fuck do I care about changing your fucking mind? I don't give a shit about you.
so I
Yeah.
posted it everywhere that she could see.
He posted it in the
Friendster.
group chat. He
Friendster.
posted it on Twitter.
MySpace.
He posted it on Instagram. I think
Oddly
he texted
enough-
it
actually,
to
I
me.
saw him walking down the street with flyers.
Yeah, just handing them
I
out.
saw a Craigslist personal listing.
Strangest place was blackplanet.com. I didn't even know she had an account there. So then the thing that stings is, okay, if one person makes a joke about you, that stings a little. You can brush that off. Then when somebody totally different comes in and says something similar that you had no communication with, that kind of punches it home. So when Jay Gist, our very own Capital Fight
Oh
District,
shit!
came into a comment on, I think, a picture that I posted or something like that. Anyway,
Yeah, it was the meme that you posted on Instagram.
he came up saying basically nobody likes this game. Like, this is
And
this
he
game,
is an authority
and he is,
on fighting games.
You don't know
fine.
that.
I
know
didn't
you
know
don't
that.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had that stance because he's usually very nice.
Yes.
Like he doesn't say negative things about people for sure.
Yeah.
And very rarely even about video games.
He's like, oh sure, like some people like it. Like, okay, that's cool.
yeah.
But he came in with
He's like,
with the hotness.
Oh,
It's
no.
like, this is not a game. This is barely a game.
Wow.
And
Hang on, let me look up. The
oh, she's gonna look the
Are you
exact
gonna
quote.
bring up?
Yeah.
And I quote,
And I quote.
Mr. Jason Gistley.
But here's the thing. I commented after I was like, your rebuttal, Miss Emma Skies. And to my surprise, with her calm and composure, she went and gave like bullet points of, hey, I like this game.
This is why I like
I'm
it.
a friend and close
see-
player of this game.
calm composure. That's a word that I would not use.
Well, to be fair, it was my
describe
second
Emma.
Right?
comment. My first
right?
comment.
I wouldn't.
My first comment was, "Here's a mind changer. Fuck you."
Yeah, there was.
That
the
was the
comment.
first one.
That was the
Yeah,
first.
And
There
then
it
it
is.
came back.
Yeah.
That's the Emma that
That-
we know.
yeah, but
Yeah.
when she came back with that other paragraph and that thesis of why she likes the game, then I was like, you know what, I'm impressed.
Not everybody has to like everything. I happen to really enjoy this franchise.
I want to hear Jay's
Oh, he just said it's not a good fighting game and it relies on fan service to be relevant.
Ooh,
100%.
Which is
true.
why I'm excited. Which is what I'm excited about because the new one they're taking out the boob physics. They're like not being nearly as sexual with all the characters.
So you're taking out the only thing that makes it relevant,
which is
and
what
you're-
people
Damn.
are. Which is what people are trying to say on like in the Twitter tags and stuff. But I'm just like. Because they're focusing more on fighting. They're like, these are fighters. Like, we're kind of going away from what we had before and trying to make a better fighting game. And I'm like, I
What makes-
appreciate that.
You know what tilts me about her opinions? Is that like
It like grinds my
there's-
gears.
They're not consistent.
what do you mean not consistent?
She's all over the place. Like she doesn't like Grease because he says, "Does she put up a fight?" So you clearly you don't like what's the guy's name? The director.
John
Joss
Travolta?
Whedon.
You guys all just name different people.
It's 100% Joss
It was Joss Whedon.
Yeah, Joss
All those
Whedon.
answers are correct though.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
yeah, like Joss Whedon, she doesn't like him because of a few episodes he did of Buffy or whatever.
What about his-
Whoa!
Okay,
we had
okay.
a big long
There's a
conversation
lot more
about
to it,
this.
okay, but
Okay,
still,
all
it's
right.
because
Summing
you
it up.
think he's
What about his brother?
disingenuous in his.
Was his brother fine?
I don't know.
Will Wheaton.
Yeah, not Will Wheaton. That Will Wheaton is a whole different person. Anyway,
He's not
continue,
fine.
Corey.
So like you clearly care about these issues, and even people who you thought weren't doing women justice enough who get credit for it. So you're like we established that.
You can say the
when
word
you choose your
feminist. It's
favorite
okay.
game-
say
I
the
don't
word
like.
feminist.
I don't like to label people.
I don't
Are
like
you?
using the
Would you
F
consider
word.
yourself one?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll throw it. Around.
Really, you think you're a feminist?
Wow. Do you want to get into this conversation
I know
right now?
feminists.
Do you want to get into this conversation?
Well,
I
no,
don't
that's
think
why.
you do.
That's why I'm
Hey,
saying.
if you're
Okay, if
all
you're going
for
to take
equal
the hard
rights-
line,
But I see what you're
stance,
saying. You say, like, you
There
don't
you
think
go.
that I can have that stance, and yet,
Levels.
like, a
There are
game
levels.
that
They can still
objectifies
do
women.
it.
That's all it does. That's all. That's literally all that game is for.
It definitely does that. And I definitely stray away
I know,
from
right?
it. Like,
Right?
it annoys me. I'm not a fan of it. It is what it is. But as a fighter, I enjoy the
Right,
game.
that's right.
But you've stuck with it. You've stuck with it for a long time.
Yeah, I started
To
playing
go
it
as
when-
far as to call yourself a feminist, that's a hard. That's why I didn't call you that, because like you really have to.
Are you going to
commit to it.
mansplain feminism to me right
No,
now?
First of all-
I'm mansplaining why I'm like dancing around it. I don't just want to just throw that label on you.
Here's
So hold on. I'm
Okay.
almost there. So it's like that's a hard.
where
set
are we
line.
going?
And like if you're allergic to peanuts, that's a hard set line. You will die if you eat the peanuts, right?
Yes.
Just like feminism.
You will die.
You die if you're a feminist.
Yeah,
If I'm summing this
Yes.
conversation up so far,
That's what I'm thinking.
No, you get it though. You get where I'm going. Like if you say you're feminist, that means you
Yes.
adhere to
I
certain
see
things.
what you're
If
saying.
you're
You
allergic
think
to peanuts,
that it's weird that I am a feminist and that I don't like the objectification of women. And
I
I
don't
like
think
this
you
game that
can.
objectifies
Yeah,
women.
I don't think you can keep your title and then agree to liking a
I'm
game.
sorry.
that-
Are you trying to tell me?
Yep.
Are you?
Yes,
let me
he
get this right.
is.
Are you trying to tell me that I cannot be a feminist? You are
No.
trying to tell me I can't be a feminist because
No.
Here, hold on. Okay,
No,
hold on.
Is this what we're getting
Hold
into
on.
right
I'm
now?
saying,
No,
I'm
before we go
saying
any
it's
further,
reasonable for
hold
you
on,
to
before we
assume
go
how
any
people can
further,
question your feminism.
before we go any
just-
further in all of
I
this,
think you're whatever you are.
hold
and I
on,
think
do
you're
I have to
wonderful.
mute now?
Okay,
Hold on.
fine, all right.
I love
Hold
you.
on.
Okay.
Before we go any further in all of this, none of it actually even matters.
It's true.
because
the
we were
game-
not recording the whole time.
The whole thing is irrelevant to the game. It's gonna come out. It's gonna
Oh,
make
man.
marginal changes, and people will either buy it or not buy it. That's all that matters.
But that's not what our conversation's about.
and
Corey
that's why,
wants to know
but that's
my
not what this whole
stance on
and it doesn't matter now because the whole show is not going to be about what the
But we
definition.
can.
of,
Oh, but it is. Oh, but it is now.
But it's not.
It is now. Now that Corey brought it
you
up.
guys can bring that up after the show.
In the post show,
In the post show, you can
guys-
talk all about that.
you guys could talk about feminism.
But right now-
blue in the face.
Right now,
The short answer to stop the conversation is that you can have a
what
stance.
more?
You stopped the conversation.
yeah, no, it's
Hush.
over.
I want to hear
Hush.
this.
No, you don't need to hear it
No, no,
right
no.
now. Save
You
it,
can
write it
no,
down.
I'm gonna fucking talk. I'm gonna fucking say it. So you can have a stance and you can like problematic media and realize that it's problematic and still enjoy it while realizing that it is problematic and what is wrong with it.
Okay.
We can discuss this more later.
No,
Yeah.
I agree. I get it.
No, he doesn't.
I
But
just
anyway,
like,
all right, let's do some. Let's do
I
some.
just like challenging people on things. You know that it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't see her any. It's perfect.
I'm not saying
That
it's
was a perfect
leading.
That was
It's
a
not leading to anything.
Biggest swig I've ever seen.
It's fine. I'm fine.
Everything's great.
Are we ready to go on, people?
Oh God, please.
Yes.
For the love of
Yeah.
everything.
Hey, blame Corey for that.
Let's do some banging around E3.
Banging around E3.
I like how you guys evolved with that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's
It's
like
uncomfortable.
BioWare's Anthem is set to arrive February 22nd. Everybody, and we got
We'll see.
a couple of more details today through EA coming out with a not as cringy as I thought presentation. Kudos to them. And what's the young lady's name? Andrea
Renee.
Andrea Renee, I think she's from
part of
Kind of Funny.
Kind of funny, yeah.
Yeah. Kudos to you. I would say bring her back on. She did a great job up there. She kept the cringe down to a very minimum. I think the only thing that she said was like, "Oh, I can finally make my javelin pink," to kind of like a stale audience.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's just those audiences.
Well, I mean, you got to play to your show though. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to know your crowd
she
out
whiffed
there.
the Star Wars thing too. Remember?
Oh, that was a bad thing.
She sat next to like the developer of a new Star Wars game, and he's like painting this picture of the time period it takes place as like
Yeah.
this really dark.
It's like right after Order 66.
Yeah, right after
That
Order
was-
66,
that was the
and
other-
a
Yeah.
bunch of people died. And she goes, "Oh, it sounds like a fun time period."
And he
goes,
"No, it
"No."
was a dark."
Actually, a lot of people died. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
It's like younglings died.
Yeah.
What
Kids
are-
died. Okay, cool.
Is that a fun time to you, young
It's
lady?
not a fun time for you. You
Death
like it when kids
of
die.
children who couldn't defend themselves against a grown man.
She clearly
Kids are the
zoned
worst.
out.
All right. So anyway, BioWare went out there and they said, "Hey, look, this is our game, Anthem. It's coming out next year. We got some more details for you. It's going to be a shared open world. That was one of the big things. But they're still going to have you feel like you're playing a single-player narrative once you go back to your own little, I guess,
campaign
HUD work,
Yeah.
you know, like your, I don't know, what do they call it? Home base?
Yeah.
They had a name for the actual city, but I don't know.
Was it Anthem? Was that the name of the city?
No,
Okay.
because there was Anthem represents. What's the guy in Destiny? The Wanderer, the stranger.
speaker.
What?
The speaker?
No. Because in Destiny, the story is there was somebody that came and saved the Earth, right? And
Oh, it
shared
was
his
like
power.
the
Yeah, but what is that thing called? Nobody knows, huh?
No, they've talked about it. It's called the
Because it's the Anthem of Life, is what they're
something or other.
That's the power source
Yeah.
or whatever. And anyway, but one thing that disappointed me is that they are going the route of class-based javelins. Javelins is the name of the little mech suit that you're driving.
The mech suit thing.
I didn't like that.
You didn't like it?
No, I felt like you should have your base javelin, and then through the parts and things that you find or you farm for, you create a class. As opposed to, I just picked and we can go through them right now. I just picked a Storm, which looks like the Mage,
Yeah.
or a Colossus.
Traveler.
Yeah, thank you, the Traveler.
Thank you,
Or
Bioware.
the Colossus, which is basically a tank. You got
Yeah.
your Ranger, which looks like it's your jack of all trades, you know, whatever. And then the last one is the Interceptor, which looks like like a rogue or a assassin or something like that.
Okay.
So I'm a little disappointed in that because I feel like I'm locked in now. And in an open world, I shouldn't feel like I'm locked into something.
I can see why you would be disappointed.
Okay.
But I'm not disappointed because I'm not surprised. I was expecting something like that.
Really?
I was expecting it to have roles because they're going for that sort of style of
But
game.
when do we expect more from open world games like this? Because I just went back, like literally, I just found my Fallout 3, and I'm loving the hell out of that game, and it's so wide open. Like there's no real linear path on that in that game, the way you play your character or the story.
Well,
so, go ahead.
Pocket brings up a good point that they talked about in the press conference. You can switch suits whenever you want. You can be a ranger and then in the next mission be a colossus or whatever the fuck it's called.
Which is cool because in games similar, you can't do that. Once you decide that you're going to be a tank, you're a tank.
True.
Like one game that's being compared to is Destiny.
Okay.
So you play Destiny. Once you go the route of like I can't even think of the roles of Destiny. Once you go a certain route in
Warlock
Destiny,
or
They're all-
yeah, Warlock. We'll use Warlock for example. Once you go the role of Warlock, you're a Warlock.
Can you just make another character?
You can make another character,
but you have to start over.
But you have to start over.
Okay.
You can't. Just
That's probably
be-
gonna be the same
you can't
thing with
switch.
this, though. You're gonna start from your bait. Like you're not
No,
gonna be.
No, you can collect different.
Did you watch the press conference?
Yeah, I watched the press conference.
No, 'cause they
I
talk
didn't watch
about
it,
it-
and I know this.
They talk about it, like they specifically talk about it in their little Q&A section, is that the character that you play is not your suit. You are a person. You can choose whatever suit you want. So you level up your person, but then you're like, in this mission, I'm going to be a ranger, and in the next mission, I'm playing with my friends. They already have a ranger, but they need a storm, so I'll be in the storm suit this time.
Yeah,
But
no,
still
I
your same person.
I understand that part. I'm saying I'm playing as my character, of course, and I'm using the ranger a whole bunch, and I'm leveling this ranger suit up. And I have back at home the Colossus suit.
Yes.
That Colossus suit is not leveling with me or anything. So like when I go back and switch, I just have this powered up Colossus suit. I have to start over still with this new Colossus suit as its base form, correct?
Well, if they play differently, why should they level up the same?
That's true. I understand. But if the game plays to my play style, then I wouldn't have to worry about re-leveling other things up. I'm already where I want to be as a player.
I don't know if leveling up is the right word. I think that when it comes to javelins, it's a matter of
Just parts?
finding
Learning
parts.
how they look.
Okay, now
Exactly.
I'll
Parts.
accept that.
Yeah.
I
I'll
think it's a
accept
matter
that.
of
the weapons
yeah.
and things like different armor pieces.
I'll accept that then. That's I
You might
can
have
get down with that.
low level weapons on the Colossus because you don't use it that often.
Mm-hmm.
If you used it more, then you would get better weapons on it.
Or if I go out and I find a weapon for the Colossus, but I'm in my Ranger, and I can just keep it in my inventory until I
That-
take it back,
If they
Then
don't
I'm
allow you to
straight
do that,
back.
then that's frustrating.
then I'm straight with that. That's
Yeah.
what I want. Because I don't know. I really don't like being locked into classes anymore. I kind of feel that with Skyrim the way it is, and with pretty much a lot of games.
We've moved past.
We've moved
Yeah.
past that era. Like we shouldn't be that way anymore. There should not be anything like that anymore.
I was pretty disappointed with what we saw just because it seemed very similar to what
It
we
was
saw last year.
exactly the same. The only
Yeah, you
thing
weren't getting
different
anything,
from Anthem's thing last year was that they showed us that you can change how your suit looks.
Yeah.
Everything else was exactly the same.
Exactly the same, which
the
I'm
only
disappointed
reason,
in.
Yeah, the only reason it even looked different is because they played a different mission. I was
Yeah.
like, in a year later, and after a significant delay, I would have expected to see a lot more.
It was gameplay, and it was edited gameplay.
It was severely edited gameplay.
Going back to talking about the different skins for the armors, they did drop a little Mass Effect Easter egg in there, though.
Yeah, the N7 black armor was like, it got me a little giddy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't cry, but I was
because you're a robot.
I
squealed. I was like, yes.
Well, see, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a proper
That's
response to a
normal
video
response.
game. Yes,
Normal level excitement.
exactly.
Yeah.
I think what you can just expect is this game is going to be Warframe and Destiny mixed together. The armor, and I'm kind of sick of this, like how Emma feels about battle royale modes. I feel about Halo Master Chief armor in like every game now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Every game looks just like Destiny armor stuff, which is
What was every game?
Every game
What is your
that's out
definition?
there.
So,
Battlefield 5.
What's that game
Was
that
Destiny armor in that?
yeah, no.
Didn't Advanced Warfare have stuff like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they started moving into the Call of Duty games. Titanfall, you even looked a little bit like that. What's that game that failed massively?
Lawbreakers.
Lawbreakers.
Damn.
All you said was the game that failed massively. I knew what you were talking about.
Yeah, so Lawbreakers look
Sorry,
just
Cliffy
like
B.
that. I mean, I feel like it all just looks the same these days.
I mean, when it comes to the mech type of stuff, yeah, I can see you on that one. But it's just like, where do you really go without being a Gundam?
You go
or be
You go
Yeah.
into not being humans. Because that's the whole point. Is like we get these suits because we're playing as humans, but humans who need to be strong. Just play as stronger beings. Play as beings that can fly. Play as beings that can do
I think
this.
it's limited to the kind of creation or creativity of the actual developer, one.
Yeah.
And then their imagination as just being a human. Kind of like when we have a lot of discussions when we go to cons and they're like, well, why aren't there any more female characters in here?
I think that's
And
kind
it's
of what
like-
you're saying, right? Is like you're annoyed about the lack of creativity and the lack of imagination.
Yes.
In the gaming industry.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just watching this, I didn't get that feeling of like. First of all, I've always been lukewarm about this. I'm optimistic, but I'm setting realistic expectations, and this kept them the same. Maybe even lowered it a little bit, just because now I feel I know exactly what I'm going to get. Like Raierae was talking about before the show. You know, she wants relationship stuff, but there's going to be no like worthy AI in this game. I think it's going to be just like Destiny, where maybe they have names, but that's about it. And
They're
just
vendors,
they're
basically.
they're just vendors.
Well,
that
how
are gonna
much
send
how
you
much
on the
single
next-
player stuff was there in Destiny outside of the multiplayer? Because they're
Well, I mean-
really trying to push that we
I
perfectly
mean, you can do a
blended
lot of it solo.
You have a whole campaign.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not the same thing. But here's the thing: it was always go to this computer and hold the choke point. Go to this computer and hold the choke point. All right, now go both of these computers and hold these checkpoints. Like you did the same things over and over in that game. And in this game, like when they went through the mission, they had an opportunity to maybe show us, you know, some. All right, this guy's got to hold the lever down while he goes and moves this mech over here to do this.
I don't think
Like,
you're getting any of that.
You're not getting that stuff. You're
No,
not going
no,
to get like
'cause-
true multiplayer.
Yeah, they're not. I don't think they're going for that. I think they're going to go for
Hold the checkpoint and then push the button on the computer.
I think they're going. Well, they said exploring is a big part of it. So I don't know what that means in their their definition of exploring. But if I'm just walking around a giant location that there's nothing to do, that's not exploring to me. Like there needs to be things in the world that make it feel alive.
Kind of like Sea of Thieves has that struggle. Like it's you're exploring
It's the same
kind
missions
of.
over
You're
and over
exploring.
again.
You're looking.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop with the exploring. To me, exploring implies that there might be something to find. I'm not looking. I mean, you might as well just play Pokemon Snap then,
In
because that's just what it
Minecraft,
is.
It's like an explore game because you never know what you're gonna find.
Yeah,
when
you
you're
can
out
find different things, the different minerals, find out there, and then they've added whatever. But I don't mind the comparison to a Warframe, Destiny. I kind of mind, but
Well, I like Warframe, so I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Destiny, the elements I saw, like, were really besides like the look of the game was really focused on like it's the same basic premise. You have this one city that's behind a wall, and you have aliens or whatever that are trying to get through the wall and conquer the city, and that's basically what Destiny is you're trying to push off this alien invasion. So I mean. But there were some aspects of the gameplay in Destiny that I liked. Not the missions so much, but the actual mechanics I liked. So I'm not mad at it. I'm disappointed we didn't see more.
Well, I mean, yeah, I wasn't expecting you really. I just wanted a little bit more gameplay.
I don't know if that was going to be like what their big thing for the whole press conference was. Like that was their crowning achievement for the press conference. I was like, this was really light. Especially considering what you showed last year. It didn't top what you did last year. It was
here's
the thing. And last year it had the benefit of being new.
Here's the question,
and it didn't
though.
Have that this
Since
year.
it's going to be out on Xbox and the PS4, do you think they'll have a better showing at one of those conferences?
I'm trying to remember if it was Anthem. I know one of the games said there was going to be an exclusive reveal at
Xboxes. Yeah, I remember. I don't remember which one, but I remember seeing it in the corner. Yeah, I remember.
Oh, you know what? Actually, it might have been Battlefield. I might be wrong on that.
No,
it might have been Battlefield.
Nobody cares about it.
Well, they did do some Battlefield stuff too, right?
Yeah, but to wrap up the Anthem thing, the last thing that they did that was pretty, good at least, was they said anything that you buy is going to be cosmetic, and you're going to see what you get before. So no loot boxes.
That's nice. They're learning.
They did a small blurb on Battlefield because, like Emma said, they're going to be going more into detail of it, I guess, on the Xbox one. And, that's just a company probably buying up that space because they think this is going to be a huge AAA title. But one thing that they did leak, I guess, at their conference is that Battlefield 5 will include a Battle Royale mode. And I remember seeing Emma crying to this one on Twitter. Tears of joy.
That's not what happened. Don't lie to the people.
I thought that's what it was. Ray, that wasn't what you were filming? Is her reaction to Battlefield 5?
No, definitely not Battlefield 5.
Okay.
I think it was that one game, Laurel, Yenny. What was
I hate all
it's
of
all
you.
The same.
You're all bad.
It's all the same.
Battlefield 5 is going to be
it's not even what the game's called. It's the character's name.
Battlefield 5 is going to have a Battle Royale mode.
Irrelevant.
They showed a little more of the destructibility, I guess. I missed that because I went to go get sliced pizza.
Yeah, they just showed like a tank barrel through half of a house.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did they do anything else that was really interesting to make you want to be like, oh, I got to get this game now?
No, it was just that. It was showing off the destructible environments, which you talked about, and
There you go.
Battle Royale.
It looked good. I mean, it looked pretty.
Yeah. I mean, I would play it. So.
Me too. I like Battlefield 1. I like the way they did that.
I like the first one.
I like the first
one. I like the fifth one.
It
so
bodes well for the second, right?
I think they emphasized a single-player campaign on this one.
Oh, did they? So it's going to be in this one, huh?
Well, that's pretty important, I guess. Or maybe they're trying to clean up all those people that might leave Call of Duty because they're scrapping their storyline.
Yep. Oh, that's smart.
So before they're probably like, we're not going to promote the storyline too much, but they're like, but now one less competitor.
And I think Battlefield 5's campaign is going to be done like Battlefield 1's campaign was, which was really cool. So you'd play as different people around the world.
Okay.
And it was like storyline. So it'd be like five missions as this one person, and then you would come out of that person, you'd go as another person.
That reminds me of Valiant Hearts, which is a completely different game.
Yeah,
has nothing to do with it.
Was that cell shaded one?
No, I wouldn't call it cell shaded.
Okay, I'm thinking of that cell shaded like army strategy game or whatever it was.
No.
In chat, Jay Slaughter says Battle Royale don't need to be in everything.
True.
Lost Sheep says blowing stuff up is awesome. I'm buying it day one. And Squiggle says, who plays the story? Let's be honest.
I do.
Yeah, I played it in Call of Duty.
There you go.
Yeah, I do.
Working at GameStop, I found that people that played the story in those Call of Duties and Battlefields usually didn't have online.
I had online.
Because they would just beat the story and bring it back.
I wouldn't touch the online until I'd beat the campaign.
Really?
Like I wouldn't even look at multiplayer until I beat the campaign. Because I was like, once I'm done with the campaign, I'll have a good feel of how the game works, how the mechanics work, what all the guns do.
Oh no, trial by fire.
I just put it
trial by fire. Yeah, you jump right into multiplayer.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
And then if it had
like
a shitty
Halo,
campaign, I'm like, fuck this game, and I don't play it.
Other games that came out that EA wanted to, I guess, throw the nod to, of course, their sports series had a wrap in with their new Origins premiere.
God.
It's just, I guess, a gold membership to their Origins package.
I guess. Nobody gives a fuck about Origins.
But it's bringing Madden back to the PC.
Whatever.
You're not excited for that?
We literally skipped over anything where they talked about sports.
Wow.
And they got to FIFA, and I was like,
First
you
of
mind if
all-
I skip this?
first
And
of
she
all,
was like, yeah, go for it.
FIFA.
Yeah, Aaron was pretty funny to watch that with.
FIFA Champions League, back in it, everybody. FIFA 19, it's just marginal upgrade. I'm still going to buy it day one, but
Yeah, he
All
said,
those games are marginal
he kept
upgrades.
saying-
It's
he
the
said
same
day one buy
game.
immediately. Like they showed the tunnel. They didn't even. You just hear chanting.
yeah,
And he just
I'm
goes,
buying this.
day one buy.
Yeah.
yeah, because
Day one buy.
I was like Cristiano Ronaldo's voice. I hear it.
It's the same. They're all the same game. They just reskin it with new people.
Well, they
and they
showed-
release the same thing.
They
but
showed
the
that
place is
trophy,
grass.
that
Oh.
special trophy that they brought to have there.
First of all, the UEFA Champions League trophy.
It was a special trophy.
Yeah.
And then, exactly, because as soon as it's on the stage, he goes, the UEFA Championship League trophy?
The morons didn't even know what was in front
and
of
he
them.
says that. He says,
Yes.
those guys don't even know what they're standing next
Yeah.
to.
The
If I was there, I'd
history.
take a picture with it.
Yes.
He's like just talking
Wow.
about this thing.
The history that's in that hunk of metal in front of them, and they don't know anything. They're sitting there like, oh.
They're talking about game features, and he's just like, they probably don't even appreciate it.
Yeah, they don't. They really don't. They
Oh my
didn't
God.
deserve it. I would have knocked it over in front of them. Like, you guys aren't clapping for this? Whatever. Just knock it over in front of them. But yeah, you're getting Champions League. That is, to the soccer fans out there, that is a big deal to them. They're finally getting that back. Because they used to sell that as two separate games, which pissed people off.
Yeah, it
that-
wasn't the same developer, though.
No, yeah, it was. It was still EA.
Really?
EA would put out FIFA Champions League,
And then-
which had maybe 20 teams in it, and then they would put out the FIFA soccer game, which had hundreds of teams in it, and it pissed people off.
Wow, I didn't realize
Yeah.
that they developed it separately.
You know what's crazy too? When I was working at GameStop, I used to make fun of those people because I wasn't a soccer fan at the time. I was like, "You're an idiot. You're buying these two different games. What's wrong with you?" And now I have become one of those idiots.
Hey,
No,
Yeah.
I still make fun of those people.
Sergeant
Yeah.
Squiggles
Wow.
in chat says FIFA's also getting a battle royale mode.
I can't wait. That's a day one. I can't wait to play that. Can't wait to play
You can.
that.
I hear you can rip the goalposts apart and just stab people with it.
Just
If you have the power to do
Run
that,
through. It's all destructible. You can go into the stands, grab
Ooh.
chairs.
Ooh.
I mean, I'd play that.
Don't
might play that,
don't play
yeah.
me.
Turns
that
into
would get me
WWE.
into FIFA.
Yeah.
Good idea.
EA, please pay attention. They also had a presentation on stage of some real gameplay. They didn't really do that too much this year, did they? They only did with this one game, the Command and Conquer.
Excuse you, they did it with Unravel, but we'll get to that.
We'll get there.
Did they really? Somebody played it?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have fell asleep.
No, yeah, remember because he put in the cheat code.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
On stream.
I was like, they did not mean to show that.
Yeah,
Command and Conquer mobile game came out. Cory said it's just basically Clash of Clans.
Nobody cares.
it looked good. I went and pre-registered for that.
Really?
Yeah,
Why do you like that game, huh?
Okay.
I like Clash, but I'm
But
really
isn't it
far.
the same game?
It's kinda Clash Royale. It's like you're working from the bottom of the screen to the top of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
In this one, you're going from the left to
Oh,
the
good
right.
lord.
Oh.
What celebrity is going to market this one?
Oh.
I need a celebrity. Who's marketing this?
How
Sylvester
Lindell.
Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone. Yeah,
'Cause they
maybe
they're
Arnold
like-
Schwarzenegger for
yeah,
the other
they're like,
one.
We can't get
Okay.
Schwarzenegger. We'll get
Gina
Stallone.
Carano.
Yeah, no, she's kind of washed up now.
Well, she was in the last one though.
Yeah, but you need her opposite.
I don't know how I feel about them taking the Command and Conquer name because it's nothing like a Command and Conquer game.
You know what it is? They probably are going to run out of the license for Command and Conquer if they don't make another video game
You
for
think
it.
it looks like movies.
So they have to make something. They're like a Command and Conquer card game, guys. Hey, yeah, we made it just yesterday. So yeah, I don't know. Do you really care about the Command and Conquer name though?
I mean,
No,
as
you
much
don't.
as I love
What's the
Tom-
last Command and Conquer game you played?
Yuri's Revenge?
Which was in?
Probably like 2004.
All right then, done. Nobody cares about that.
It was so good though. Like they had actually they had real actors doing the cutscenes.
It was like an FMV game. In
Those are always
2004?
bad.
It was pretty
Those
late,
are
yeah.
always
Jesus.
bad. You know that one has to be.
No, they had good actors.
Cutscenes
like
were in 420.
Power Rangers level actors.
Power Rangers level actors, and you're like, that's good
Like
acting.
Bulk and Skull.
Yeah, I don't
like
know that I would
those
put that.
guys.
Okay.
Okay,
type.
all right.
Oh, and the girl who played Tanya. Oh.
Tanya Harding
That was uncomfortable.
for everybody.
What?
For everybody.
90s kids will remember.
Please no. Nismonic says
I
get
do
Bruce
not.
Willis to do it. That could work.
I'm gonna
You were
pull
born
up
like
the
the
original
mid-90s.
Tanya, and
Excuse
you'll
you.
see why I
Early
played
90s.
that game.
And then of course they showed some more indie games, which actually I really appreciate EA for going with the indie games. One of the, I guess, big ones is kind of a new one, and it's Sea of Solitude.
Yes.
It looks really good.
That looks
well,
really good.
The concept looks really good. We didn't see any gameplay.
You did see gameplay. Yeah, you did. It's a third-person
really.
adventure game.
Well, yeah, but it was all like, I don't know.
You didn't see somebody play it.
Yeah, it
That's
was like,
one thing.
I don't know. I don't count that as gameplay.
It had a brief description. It
was
says you play as a
cinematics.
young woman named Kay who is consumed by her senses of sadness, loneliness, and anger
that. Yeah, I've seen
that
that.
transforms into monsters. Luckily, she's surrounded by an ocean full of creatures just like her, creatures that may hold the key to changing her back. Ooh.
Yeah, like the developer came out and this was Alana Pierce tweeted about this too, but it's like when a developer comes out and they're so excited and like visibly nervous and they like she made me feel more for that game because you could tell how much she and her team like put into this game and this concept and how much she believed
Oh yeah,
in
she
it.
was
And I was
nervous.
like,
Yeah.
yes, I want her to
Yeah.
present everything.
She was
That's
nervous.
funny because you say things
It's a
and
jamming.
then Twitch chat largely says another thing.
Oh, they were.
I don't care.
Twitch chat is something
Twitch chat
to
is
watch.
so bad.
Yeah,
but
they're
it does
bad
make things
people.
more entertaining.
Were you watching it on Twitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, he and I told him like read the comments on some of this stuff.
I just turned that off. I
don't want
put it
to.
in theater mode, but I put the chat away.
No, you gotta get
can't
this.
ignore
Some of the
them,
best
man.
Because I
parts.
don't care. Because I don't care what these people say. I'm like,
Some
no,
of the
you're
best
all rude.
You start to learn them though. Like someone will go do something, and I tell Aaron, watch cringe in the chat, cringe. This is the sad part. A black dude comes on. I'm like, Aaron, watch Try Hard Sevens. And
Which I don't know what that. I didn't know what that meant anyway. So I
I
didn't.
truthfully
I didn't
don't. I can't tell you. But
What do you mean
I
you can't tell me? It's
I
not
don't-
like I'm a black person. I
Well-
should know this stuff,
Well,
right?
I mean, it's not like I'm not going.
No, not like he can't
Yeah,
physically
I
won't
don't
tell you.
know.
It means he doesn't know.
Oh, you did not. I'm like,
No,
what?
It's not like I'm holding on to secrets.
You don't get to know.
Like the white delegation told me not to tell
Whoa.
any black
No,
member.
no,
That's
no.
just called
I'm
KKK.
saying-
I was gonna say, that's just KKK.
have
The
no-
Grand Wizard of the White Delegation
I have no
says.
clue why.
Yeah, so,
but
like-
it's a thing in Overwatch. Every time Malik would pop
Yeah.
up, that's what would happen, and they started like banning people for it.
Time Malik
Yeah,
would pop
so-
up.
like I didn't watch it with any of the chat because I don't care about any of that stuff. But it's like, yeah, she was nervous and she, stumbled over her words. But I like that better than somebody coming on and having like a scripted conversation with each other. Like,
I thought
'cause
she was
it's
fine.
real. It's
Yeah, I
real.
didn't
Like
think she was that bad.
yeah, she feels for this game. She believes
Yeah.
in this content. This is what she wants to put out. And like the way she explained it and the way she talked about how it, she as an artist feels about it, like. I don't know. It made me feel a lot for a game that already looks like it's going to be heavily emotional.
Yeah,
I could see you playing this one and getting some of the old Kleenex out and.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I thought the graphics and everything just looked super beautiful because it's supposed to be like, loneliness, depression, things like that. But
Yeah.
it's really brightly colorful. I loved it.
And I
Now you
love.
see,
I just
I like
love
the
all
art
that.
that's
style.
the right way
Yeah.
to show these type of emotions. With the, you're in control. It shows that type of stuff. Shows some of the hope in the end of it.
Yeah.
Instead of just, this game where you play it and it shows all that stuff and you die every single time and you end the game that way. And it's like, oh, well, sorry. That's all that happens is, this is the inroad for that.
Jesus.
It's sad,
Are
right?
you okay?
It's terrible.
You need to talk.
Do you
No.
need a drink?
Are you all right?
Quite all right. No. And then, of course, the other indie game that they showed on there was Tetris Pop.
I hate you
And
so
they-
much. Oh my god. Fuck you. We're talking about Unravel. Everybody, they announced Unravel 2 at E3 this year, and I
Okay.
lost it, and it's, oh my god.
You know what? That
I'm here
was
for it.
that was the one game that I was just like, all right.
No,
whatever.
so if you haven't played
didn't even watch the
Unravel, I can
trailer.
see how like not being unexcited for this game. But Unravel was one of my favorite games of all time, and I had no idea they were even working on a second. Like a sequel never came into my mind because it's not really a story that lends
Never
itself
came
to
into a
a
lot of
sequel.
people's minds.
Fuck off. Let me love things,
Damn, that's
okay?
fine. Yeah, you can love
Let me be
Damn,
happy.
what does that sensitive mean?
It was funny because it was like the developer came out and he was like, in the beginning we had the or in the old game we had all these connections we were building with the yarn and the humans and stuff, and right off the bat we throw all of that away.
Yeah.
And I was
You
like,
break your connection and he loses his spark, and
All
you have
right.
to find your way back.
he has a spark.
Yeah.
All right, we're
All right,
moving
so
into Transformer
here's-
territory here. We might want to the all spark.
At first, when you said they announced an Unravel 2, I read it Tearaway. I thought it was Tearaway 2. And I was like, oh, it's
Similar.
Unravel?
No, they're
What?
similar. Have you played Tearaway?
No, I don't know what that is.
It literally is
It's-
just the
it's-
paper form of
Yeah,
this
it's Unravel,
game.
but as your
Yeah,
paper,
you're just
your,
paper.
your envelope.
Yes.
All right then.
I mean, it's
Okay.
it's a decent game. It was fun on the Vita.
But Unravel was incredible. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. I love the story. I love the concept of it. I love the gameplay. And then they announced that there's a sequel that I had no idea was coming out, and I flipped out, and I was like an emotional wreck the
She
whole
was.
announcement. And then at the end, the casually drops oh yeah, by the way, it's available right now. And I fucking lost it.
Actually,
already
There's video footage of this on Twitter.
there is. You can go to.
Dear
I think
God.
Pocket
you can
posted
go
it
to
in the
Twitter.
chat
Yeah,
a little bit earlier.
Pocket's already up on that.
Oh, Jesus
and it's only
Christ.
$20.
It is,
not
yeah.
bad.
That's what the first one was
She
too.
bought it. She already installed it.
Did you play it? You
I haven't
didn't play
played
it
it
all?
yet. We're waiting to stream it.
Oh, okay.
So tell me,
And that's my other favorite thing is it's a couch co-op game.
What?
It's couch co-op.
Nice.
so tell me what made you like really get the feels in this. Like,
no,
why
she's
did you
gonna
crack
start
it?
crying.
Here we go.
Let's start-
We're gonna, I'm
Hold
gonna
on.
talk about this until I
go
start
ahead,
crying, and then we're
Oh,
gonna stop.
no, I want to hear this.
No, I know
No,
you want to
so
hear
the
this, but I
first-
want to film this.
I know you just want me to cry on
Yes,
stream, but I'm
no,
actually
No,
gonna
I
explain this game
don't.
to you.
I don't. I want you to fill me with the emotion so we
go
both
ahead.
cry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, go.
The floor is yours, Emma. The floor is yours.
She's already crying.
So this game, you play this little, like, essentially you play this little ball of yarn, but it's, you know, it starts in this old woman's house, and she's knitting and she's crocheting and whatever, and you're this little ball of yarn that falls out, and you travel through her memories, and it's implied that she has dementia and she can't remember things anymore. Oh my god. I hate
This is
all
really
of you.
Awesome. No, this is great.
So it's implied that she has dementia and she can't really remember things anymore because when you go into the level, like you go in through photo albums, you find photo albums around her house and they're all cloudy and foggy and you can't see anything. And then you go through the level, you find out, you know, what happened in these things. And then when you come back, it's clear again because you got her memory back. I'm fine.
What happens
It's
to the
very
What
sweet.
happens to the
It
grandmother
is
at the
really
end?
sweet.
It's very
what
sweet.
I
What,
want to know
happens
what
to the grandmother at
happens.
the end?
It's
Yes.
a happy ending, you know. She,
Okay.
you know,
You beat it, what happens?
You beat it, and then you
Does
have
it
her
mention
memories
no more?
back.
Did she remember? she
I
remember
mean,
things
if
now?
you want her, you know, it's an open ended.
Oh.
You can interpret it however
At
you
the
want.
end, there's a gravestone. That's
Aww.
Excuse you.
What's gonna happen in
Excuse
2
you?
though? How do you get a little buddy and then when
Grandma's
So
revenge.
in 2, I don't know,
Because
because
of the
in
broom.
2, the trailer starts with like
zombie game.
his like little yarn gets cut off because that's what ties you. The whole puzzle platformer thing is like you have a finite amount of yarn. And you have to get from point A to the end of the level, and so you
without
can run out,
using
and you
all
have to
your-
backtrack and be like, okay, I have to find a way where I use less.
That's a fun little puzzle game.
Yeah,
is
and then
pretty
you
interesting,
can
yeah.
you can find like basically reload your yarn. There's like checkpoints in the game where you can get more. So in this one, it looks like it cuts that off, but then like another yarny pulp falls out of a suitcase, and you guys join together.
Do you learn his backstory?
I don't know. I haven't played it yet.
Was he like with the grandfather or
I
something?
don't know.
See, you're losing your mind, Charlie.
It's like a
I'm gonna
Notebook
find
scenario.
it back.
I know you're all making fun of me, but I don't care because this game is incredible.
I'm not making fun of you. I want to
you.
know more
I
about the
feel
blue
very
yarn.
attacked right now.
If the blue yarn was with the granddad or something like that.
I feel very attacked right
Now I actually care a little bit about it.
It's really good. It's a
still
really
don't.
sweet story. It's really fun gameplay. Like as a puzzle platformer, even if you don't give a shit about the story, like as a platformer, it's really fun. It's a really interesting take on like how to do stuff like that. And then in this one, it's always 2. You can have 2 players or you can have 1 player. But even if you're playing by yourself, it's still 2, and you have to like work off of each other.
Oh, okay.
So like in the gameplay, they showed that there's threats. There's like points where you're running through wilderness, and so like birds are trying to eat you because they're just birds. And so like one has to distract it while the other one runs to the other side and gets past it, and then it distracts it, so the other person can run in and.
It was a cool
finish it.
mechanic when they
Yeah.
showed that. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
actually a pretty cool mechanic. But I want to hear what Ray thinks because she's going to be playing co-op on this one.
I mean, I've never heard of the game until today, and I saw how emotional she got. I was like, all right, I want to play with you, but that's. I mean, it looks
I think
cute.
I scared her a little.
I mean, no, I laughed. I filmed it.
She did.
Yeah.
All right.
I turned around. I'm like, "Are you filming this?" Well, I'm like full crying.
Yeah, you called me a stupid bitch, but it was fine. I didn't lie.
Sheesh.
I was very emotional. I was like, "Are you
She
filming
was.
this, you stupid
I
bitch?"
don't think there's ever been a game that's made me emote like that. Corey, you ever cried over
A video game?
was it when Martinez died in Halo 1?
You know which
Wow,
one actually kind of
spoilers.
almost got me at Gears of War?
Spoilers. For like 13 years?
I
What?
just got spoiled for that game. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry that you waited so long to play Halo
Anyway, you're
1.
saying Gears of War.
Go.
Gears of War.
There was nobody in Gears of War that deserved a crying moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. The whole thing with Dom's wife.
Exactly.
That
No.
When,
was
the
Okay,
moment,
it was
Okay.
emotional.
the
He-
moment
he-
when Dom
Yeah.
realized that his wife was dead, like
Okay.
he's been holding on to hope.
And then
Yeah.
he went to suicidal mode, like right then and there.
I
I looked at that, and then I think me and Steven were playing at the same time, and he drives a truck into something, correct?
Something like that.
Okay, he could have jumped out literally at any time,
But he didn't want to.
and I'm like, this is dumb. This was a bad way to write out a
You've
character.
never dealt with grief.
Excuse me?
I don't know.
I was gonna say.
I don't know.
I was gonna say.
How can you not feel anything
Nah.
when he comes to that realization?
I-
It's like in Walking
I'm with
Dead.
you. That's hella sad.
Again, the only, like I said, the closest to any type of emote was again Fallout 3 when I'm playing, and I ran into the same character today when I was playing the game.
This is me a spoiler because I've never played this game.
No.
You
There's
talking
a
about the old woman?
little old lady on the
Yeah.
side of the river that sells stuff.
Which is even weirder because it's not even a sad thing. It's a sad story he made up in his head.
Because I had no money.
It's his headcanon.
I had no
Yeah.
food. I had no weapons, and I was being chased
It's
by.
just an old lady with a shop. She's a dumb NPC who says dumb things.
No,
And
okay. When you get there,
he's down on his luck, and he sees that she has things he needs, and he murders her.
She's akin to the grandmother in Yarn. She literally might as well be.
Murdered her?
So
It's
imagine
called
you're playing
Unravel, you
Unraveled.
uncultured swine.
Imagine in the middle of Unraveled,
Somebody gets-
Aaron comes in
beats
and
her.
blasts Grandma in the face, takes all of her shit, and runs away. That was him.
I laid her down into the river
Jesus.
as a nice gesture and let her body float up
You don't
the.
do that in Fallout.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
You can pick bodies up. Yeah.
Are you serious?
You
Yeah.
move him around, yeah.
Oh shit.
Because as soon as I killed her,
Skyrim, too.
I was like, crap, like. And then I didn't know about the save anywhere feature, so I didn't just like reload or anything. And I was like, dang, I feel really, really bad that and it tells you too, it's like bad karma and everything. So I was like, let me just.
Whooping really good.
Every time he logs on,
But
he
you've
goes back to
never-
that house to check her mail and make sure that it's
Why does your
I basically
plans-
lived there from
Yeah.
then on. Yeah, I basically lived there from then on.
But
One
like,
day
you've
this
never
kid
gotten
comes,
emotional
"Grandma?
over a game? Or
Grandma?
No.
Have you
I got
seen my
emotional.
grandma?
Mass Effect 3, the whole Citadel DLC. I romanced Thane, and then he leaves you that message, and he's like telling you he loves you.
Didn't
and
do
he's like, I'll see
anything.
you across the sea, and I was like, oh, no. Thane.
Didn't do anything. And you know what? Mass Effect 3 messed me. Our Mass Effect series.
Yeah.
You should feel that way about a lot of things in that game because there's a lot of
Yeah.
things that you can get emotionally attached to, but they kind of jacked up some stuff. Like one, you pick, one of your crewmates.
Yeah.
Okay.
The two worst ones. So
that
it's
was
fine.
that was easy for me
Yeah.
because as soon as Caden was like, "Oh, I'm in trouble," I'm like, "Sorry, bro, Ashley over here."
Ashley is a fucking racist.
I don't care.
I let her die.
I ran right towards her and never heard about Caden again. So they try to bring that up later in games,
Yeah.
to kind of like, tug on the old heartstrings. And I didn't care because I was like, I didn't care about that guy. I knew who I wanted to save. I saved him, and now she's here. But then you break up with her and all this other stuff in part 2. And so they didn't give you an emotional attachment. A lot of players I know are saying Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I cried with Aerith.
Eris, yes.
Yeah.
Like, because you had this character in your team for a long time. She was your
You
healer.
don't play Final Fantasy, you don't understand.
I got
And then
nothing.
there's this full cutscene
saw that
where
movie.
they just wipe her out.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just haven't ran
Totally
into
different.
it.
That's not even the same story.
It's not.
I haven't ran into anything. So.
Well, yeah, no, I totally cried when Aerith died. Even though I knew it was going to happen, I still cried.
See, there's a lot of ones, just nothing in anything outside of Fallout.
Wow. Get in touch with your feelings.
It's more than I've ever felt for a game.
Aerith's just heartless.
Like, honestly,
No,
y'all
I'm
can make
not.
fun of me for crying over a game, but, like, have you ever felt that kind of joy in your life?
Nobody made fun of
Have
me.
you ever felt that kind of joy in your life?
I watched a bunch
No.
of losers.
Exactly.
I
Aaron
watched
did
a
when he saw
bunch.
FIFA.
I watched a bunch of losers with the UEFA Champions League trophy sitting right in front of them and not budge. That was joy to nobody in that room, and that pissed me off. So I understand how you feel about. I don't know.
I don't know if you do.
Yeah, kind of. Anyway, moving right along, everybody. We still had some other things in there. That was actually all EA's thing. EA's whole presentation.
You didn't talk about. Well, we didn't really talk about anything with Battlefront
Because.
because General Grievous, Kenobi,
No.
Oh yeah.
What was that new Star Wars game?
Respawn Star Wars game.
Sounds interesting, but there's nowhere near enough information to
Yeah.
get excited.
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
I mean, they brought in Ewoks, the best part of Star Wars.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
should have known better. Might as well brought Jar Jar.
Excuse me, I love Ewoks.
Damn.
So
Oh.
right now, EA wins E3.
Of course, yeah. Right
Yeah.
now, they're definitely.
They're in
there.
Yeah,
first
they're at
right
the
now
top.
by technicality.
Actually, fuck it. No, somehow they're still behind Bethesda. So I got more from that Fallout 76 trailer than I think I got from
There's
all of
still-
EA.
That's true. Yeah.
Still hyped. Who's tomorrow? We got
Microsoft,
Microsoft.
Devolver.
So are we're streaming that one, right?
We should, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we stream that one.
Yeah,
Emma,
we'll let you-
Emma, your thoughts?
I'm really excited. That's my thought.
No, I mean on the streaming.
Yeah, are,
one.
are
Oh.
we going to counter stream each other?
Are we?
Are we going to
Think
collective?
so.
Are we going to get in a?
I mean, if we're both watching the same
I think
thing
we
and
should
That's
get.
fair.
We can get in a full chat. Or are you like one of the movie things where you're like, oh, you can't talk during the trailers?
Kind of during the trailer. We discuss it after.
I don't know. That kind of
I
makes
guess we
the
sense.
can
things I'm
joint
excited
stream. We can
about.
co-stream. We
Like,
can
because there was a
go
time.
co-stream.
Yeah.
There was a
We're
time
gonna
up
duo
there
stream.
when
Yeah, we'll
when
do
Multi-stream.
when
We get squads.
what's the guy's name? when Willem Dafoe's son was
Oh
up there.
my god!
Yeah. What game was he talking about?
I don't know, but there's a dude who presented that looked like a perfect mix of Willem Dafoe and Johnny Knoxville.
Oh, the
Yeah.
guy in the red plaid.
Yes.
Q-tip hair.
That was
Yes.
for Battlefront, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And so I was just, bagging on him the whole kind of conference while he was talking about
Why?
whatever the
He
hell.
looks like a nice man.
He looked like he just got out of bed.
Yeah, he did. He looked like he woke
He
up
looked like
2
he
minutes
was
before the
really
conference.
Aaron's
He was
line
late.
Game developer. What do you
Aaron's line of the
expect?
thing was, "It's today."
So what are you doing, Johnny? Hurry up.
Where are you, dude?
But yeah, I guess E3 had an all right presentation. Xbox is tomorrow. I'm expecting a better showing.
I'm hype.
Now that being an Xbox owner, I can look forward to whatever they have.
What are you expecting, or what are you excited for from Xbox tomorrow?
FIFA 19.
Okay.
I think before we get into that, should we talk about the things we didn't get from EA?
What?
Oh, here's the thing that you guys aren't going to care about, but they showed new Sims content in their pre-roll and didn't talk about it at all in the
that's
press
right.
conference.
Well, I mean, that's fine because it's just like Sim season.
But
So it's like a-
why
Expansion
even
pack
show
would-
it if you're not going to mention it?
Because that's a really big thing for EA.
Maybe
like,
just to remind
then talk
people.
about it.
Yeah,
don't-
probably.
I know they have a demo at the actual E3.
I just thought it was dumb. I'm like, you're going to put this in your pre-roll and then not say a damn word about it.
Yeah, what would we be missing though? Like I
Skate
don't.
4.
Nobody
This is like
wanted
the
that.
Oh, I
That
heard-
was the
yeah.
joke.
I think
People
Skate
got
4
excited for Skate 4, but I don't know why. Like, somebody just said it off top. Like, it's like one person was like, that'd be cool if we got that, and everyone went, oh my god, we're gonna
Ran
get
with it. Yeah, they kind of just ran.
And then
with
they all
it.
got disappointed for something that was never promised in the first place.
Yeah, but here's the one. In the same vein, a lot of people were expecting a Dragon Age announcement too.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I think maybe one person was.
I mean, I
mean-
would be hopeful. I would want
Yeah,
it
it
to,
was
but
her.
I knew it wasn't going to come.
That'd be a
Wait,
pleasant
but
surprise.
Yeah.
Isn't Dragon Age Bioware?
yeah.
So
And
while they're
making
working on Anthem,
they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they've never split their team and made 2 different games.
I think the idea there is that
Damn,
you
I
would
can feel
hope
the
they
salt.
learned the lesson.
I can feel the salt coming from you.
Yeah.
Pizza. They owe me. I should get freaking
You should
Anthem,
get Anthem
for free. Yeah.
I saw some tweets from like pretty high up media people from websites that said that they were hearing rumors that there was going to be an announcement for
Skate 4 or Dragon Age.
No, for Dragon Age.
Maybe it will be.
There
Skate
was
4
rumors about
crossover
Skate
Dragon
4
Age.
because Skate 3 servers popped on.
Did
Yeah,
they?
that was. I saw that online. They were like, "Oh, magically they just popped on out of nowhere."
The
Does
only
this
thing
mean
I
something?
saw about Skate 4 was Raul Coley's tweet where he was like, if they announce Skate 4, I will shit in my hands and clap.
Holy hell!
Such a good tweet.
Oh man,
like,
Well, maybe
okay.
maybe we'll see
Sheesh.
Dragon Age at one of the
I
other.
should follow that
at, like,
guy.
Xbox or
He's fun.
PlayStation.
No, I think that would be a definite E3 thing. Maybe.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
You mean EA thing?
Yeah.
so I don't know anything else. What else do they have?
Like,
Like, what other titles do they have? I think they kind of
Nothing.
hit everything.
Sports.
Jeez, went
Sports
through puberty
and-
real quick.
what about a fight night?
Oh, they did the NFL. I mean, we didn't even talk about them doing NBA. They did that one. They showed that.
yeah,
Oh, I skipped over it. I didn't see it.
You don't want to play ball on the streets?
If I want to do that, I would just go out on the street and play.
Wow. You didn't care about Lil Kev and his championship trophy for Madden?
No.
Oh, that was
Not
cringy.
really. No.
I
Wow.
didn't see it, so no.
Lil Kev went through an injury, people. Okay? He got injured as a child.
Who's little Kev?
I don't know who
That's
that is.
all right. Whatever, people.
Alright.
All I'm thinking is Kevin Hart because he's Kevin and he's short.
Is about the same
Damn.
person,
Same.
except for he's white. Yeah, nothing. There's nothing
Kev.
else that EA had. Like they couldn't bring. They brought every game that they had, so that was it.
Yeah.
They really.
Yeah, I felt like the highlight of the presentation was their indie games.
It feels like they played it safe.
Yeah.
They were kind of maybe they were hesitant to really try and do a whole lot new because they knew where they sat with people.
Mm-hmm.
They knew what people, how pissed they made people, so they're kind of like, you know what, let's just.
That's why they said
just play
multiple
it
times
safe.
they talked about loot boxes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure they did.
Oh,
I
no,
have
yeah.
No doubt in my mind they did.
We're going hard on there. We got a couple of bang bites to wrap it out here.
Jesus.
Because it
Damn!
was like in the beginning she was
let
like,
it-
nah.
Just let it go
Because
drink some water.
she was just like, nah, I don't want any. And then all of a sudden throughout the shore,
No, Cory started me drinking.
I was gonna say something triggered. Something
Or you
triggered.
drive her to drink.
J.J. Abrams'
Goddamn.
Bad Robot expands into gaming
I see it.
with China's Tencent. So
Isn't Tencent the company that also just gave Microsoft like $1 billion?
Oh, that gave. Okay. I heard something different.
For a new game?
It's
not Destiny. Or was it $1 million? It's probably $1 million.
I think it was $1 million.
Probably not $1 billion.
I'm not sure.
That'd be a pretty damn impressive.
It's a pretty significant distance.
But I don't know. Bad Robot only associated with like TV shows and stuff like
and
that.
Star Trek.
And Star Trek. So
Yeah.
They've got a good. Bad Robot has a good number of movies.
But games.
Yeah, games.
That's what we're talking about. So I wonder if they're going to turn any of those properties into video games.
New Star Trek games.
I'd
Maybe.
be
Yeah.
all about that.
Cloverfield game.
Heyo.
No, that's okay.
Hey, thanks Spaz81 for the follow. Hero Shooter Paladins arrives on Nintendo Switch June 12th, everybody. So,
Does anybody care?
the people that are going to play it in a couple of
Those
days.
who like Paladins.
Yeah. Jeez.
So nobody?
Nintendo Switch.
Dang.
Wow.
It's a decent game.
Yeah, for all the washed up Overwatch bros.
Lite.
Wow.
Diet Overwatch.
Wow, people.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Oh,
I was trying to like going with you and defend high res, and then you're like, yeah, well, I'll
Well-
watch up Overwatch.
Well, okay, the top level players of games that are that similar go where the money's at.
Yeah, 100% agree.
There's so much more money in Overwatch. So
Oh, yeah.
if you can't make any money in Overwatch, chances are you're like gonna be a Paladins pro.
Yeah.
Jeez. Crackdown 3 officially pushed back to 2030.
I'm not okay. You know what? I would not be fucking surprised.
Well,
I'm so sick of this at this point.
You
I
got to
have
think
a lot
about
of
it.
angry feelings about this.
What they potentially promised with this game was supposed to be a fully destructible. Not even like, oh, this part of the city is destructible. The whole city is destructible and stays destructible online or destroyed online.
Yeah.
So can't really fault them for pushing that type of ambition back.
No, I can. I
Okay.
can fucking fault them because how many years has it been at this point? It's been like 15 years since
It's
they
only been
announced
like
this goddamn
3.
game. No, it's
like 3
this is
years.
I'm so sick of it. I'm like every fucking year they bring it back to E3 and they're like we have a full release date this time.
Actually, 2014, I think the game came out or was released or announced, right?
Something like
I
that.
thought I saw that on Twitter. Somebody, with Joey.
I'm just fucking over it.
Crackdown 3 was announced in 2014.
Was it
I think
Crackdown
so.
2 delayed a bunch of times too?
I
think it was
want to
the
say
same.
know.
Joey Ferris Bueller, whatever. I think he tweeted that saying this game was
It's been 4 years. 4 years. I'm like, and like if they hadn't given us like every year they give us a solid release date. They're like, it's coming out on this day.
Well, what do you want from
and then
them?
it gets pushed back, and I'm like, I want the fucking game is what I want.
You're not gonna get the game. They're gonna
You know
cancel
what?
it.
No, she's gonna get the game, but it's gonna be Crackdown 3 Battle Royale.
Yeah, you are.
My
Ooh,
life.
yeah.
You are
You are
mistaken.
insane.
I'm gonna kill
That's
myself.
why they delayed it.
Does Microsoft have anything in the Battle Royale game yet?
No.
Nope.
And
Didn't
then Crackdown is
yeah,
exclusive,
no.
correct?
Yes, it is.
There you go.
That's their way in.
There you go.
So now they're gonna say, "Don't worry, the Crackdown 3 we promised in 2014 is still happening, but until then,
No.
Here's the Battle Royale.
Royale right now."
Why do you want to
Yeah.
hurt me?
That's actually pretty accurate.
That's what's gonna happen, and then you'll still never get the other thing.
They're literally emailing Cory right now saying, "You bastard! Why in the world are you
You were on
ruining
NDA."
things?" Yeah.
Exposed.
And then the last one, survival zombie game Days Gone hits the PS4 next February on the 22nd, going head to head with Anthem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was, Anthem.
Man, it's been a good full hour already. Wow.
Yeah, I watched the first 30 minutes or a 30-minute gameplay trailer of that Days Gone, and I was thoroughly not impressed. I was like, this is not the game that I wanted
It kind
to
of looks
be.
like The Last of Us.
Watered down Last of Us.
Yeah.
You remember how they had that game Prototype and that game? Oh shoot, that other superhero
Oh,
game.
I know exactly which one you're talking about. The PlayStation.
The PlayStation
Infamous.
one, Infamous. They had
Oh,
Infamous
yeah.
and Prototype at the same time they came out, and you had kind of fans kind of split of like, oh, I like this game, I like this game. But I swear, Infamous felt like a more polished game, and Prototype just felt like its little slower cousin that just wanted to
Yeah.
play along. And that's what it feels like with this. Like, you have The Last of Us, which is a polished game with a good narrative, and then you got its slower cousin, Days Gone. You know, kind of limping along. So, sorry. And I like the guy that's the main character because he was in Being Human. He was the vampire in Being Human, which I love that show. But he kind of, I don't know. Anyway, thank you for listening, everybody. That was our E3 EA wrap up, I guess. We didn't even get to the other one, the Life is Strange one, but
I
you know,
wanted to
whatever.
talk about Realm Royale too. I guess there's something for Wednesday.
Yeah, some for Wednesdays, or you can talk about it in the after show. That's why you got to come out here
No, the
live, everybody.
After show's gonna be feminism.
Oh my god. That's why you have to
I'm
come
down.
out here
Let's fucking do it.
live to videogame_bang on twitch.tv/whatever. And of course, follow us on all social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Friendsters, Black Planet, of course. We just started that one. Everybody's on that one.
I am. I'm on it.
Yeah, Emma's on that one. Webb's on that one. Ray, you should get an account.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
I'll try.
Don't engage. Don't
And
engage with this.
we're going to have some live coverage of E3 because we'll just be watching it from home.
Yeah.
And you can check out all our live coverage there on the
It'll
stuff.
just be the same E3 presentation, but with me and Aaron shitting on everything.
If
And
it
me
deserves,
crying.
if it deserves it.
And Emma crying when they obscure random.
That's
I'm
what
just gonna sit
somebody
there.
on Twitter was like, I'll watch it if you cry again. I was like, if they give me a release date for Ori and the Will of the Wisp, I 100% will
You
cry.
heard it here.
For the real David Webb, Cory Vincent, Emma Skies, and Raierae, I am Sir Aaron Carter saying, have a great E3 if you're there, because you're probably missing all the information anyway.